Well, hello there, folks. I do hope you well. I really do. Yeah, just a very quick one from me. Just quick thoughts on yesterday, the sport yesterday. I meant to do this last night, but I just never had the time. Frankie Dettori. I think I've said it on here before. I've never been his greatest fan. I never used to be. When everybody was telling us how great he was, and that he's the saviour of the sport and the figurehead of the sport and the one that everybody looks up to, I don't know. There was something about the whole thing I didn't like. And I don't think I appreciated Frankie as I should do. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I've changed my opinion. I've seen the light. There was a time for a year or two when I think Ryan Moore wasn't at his best. And I think Dettori was the best jockey out there. I think Moore's back now, 100% back. He's riding fantastically. But so is Dettori. And I marvel at what he's doing. For a 52-year-old, okay, it's his final year. But for a 52-year-old who is, to all intents and purposes, working part-time, because he only tends to race at the big meetings. Some weeks he doesn't have a ride all week, and he has a ride or two on a Friday and then a full book on a Saturday, or just a full book on a Saturday. He's getting planes here, there and everywhere because he's still doing stuff in Canada, France, America, Dubai and all places that ilk. Yeah, he's riding at the top of his... It's just unbelievable. His ride yesterday, absolutely fantastic. Took the big 2 races. He's just an absolute winning machine. Yeah, he's getting on some good horses, there's no doubt about that. But he's giving many of them absolutely fantastic rides. I mean, in many respects, it's just a shame he's now signing out and he's going, because I'll tell you now, he's going to be missed. You know, I have been converted, folks. I've been converted. The boy is wonderful. And, I mean, as I say, Moore's riding great, but what is he, 35, 36? Dettori's 52. 52. He's riding like a young kid. The dedication that, you know, he's not riding on a daily basis, so you've got to worry about your weight and whatever else. You know, you've got to keep in trim, you've got to keep in shape, you've got to be strong enough to ride these finishes. You know, his dedication to the sport is absolutely to be admired. He's doing a fantastic job, and all I can say, Frankie, is from little old me here in Warrington, you're doing brilliant, my old son, absolutely brilliant, and you almost defying logic, you really are. I mean, for me, I only thought of this today, he would be Sports Personality of the Year for me. It doesn't matter what anybody else in this country wins. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. You don't get it from horse racing. I think, did Tony McCall get it one year? I think probably he did. But you don't get it from horse racing. Same with my sport, like rugby league. You don't get anybody from rugby league because it's a smaller sport. Horse racing isn't as small as rugby league, but it's your footballs and your rugby unions and your athletics and your motor racing that seems to take these titles. But for me, if there's a more deserving case this year for Sports Personality of the Year than Frankie Dettori, I honestly and genuinely can't think of who it is. I can't. I really can't. Just phenomenal, Dettori. You really are.